Sweden decides to switch from left to right. It has nothing to do with politics, you understand.
Imagine waking up to find your entire country's driving system flipped overnight. It's September 3rd, 1967, a day forever known in Swedish history as Dagen H or H-Day. On this monumental day, Sweden made the audacious move from driving on the left side of the road to the right, aligning themselves with their European neighbours. Intrigued? Let's delve into the fascinating story of how an entire nation adapted to this change in a single night. Now, imagine the chaos and the excitement of such a transition. But it didn't stop there. Soon after this traffic revolution, Stockholm unveiled a major new 6-lane motorway. This road was designed to cater to the bustling heart of the capital and was a marvel of its time. Fast forward to today, and this road, initially a shining beacon of modern infrastructure, is now struggling under the weight of Stockholm's ever-growing population. The city's traffic congestion has ballooned, and the motorway, even with additional lanes added over the years, is simply not keeping up. Drivers and residents alike are feeling the squeeze, and something had to give. Enter the Stockholm Bypass, a bold, audacious project that carries a staggering $4 billion price tag. So, what's the plan? Well, the bypass is an ambitious road and tunnel system designed to circle around the entire city of Stockholm. Once completed, it will stand as one of the longest road tunnels in the world, a true engineering marvel. Now, you might be thinking, why go underground? Building beneath a city is no small feat, especially a city like Stockholm, renowned for its beautiful waterways and picturesque islands. This isn't just a simple tunnel. It's a deep dive under some of the most iconic and complex terrain you could imagine. The stakes are high, but so are the rewards. Why is Sweden betting big on this tunnel? The answer lies in a mix of necessity and vision. Stockholm's population is on the rise, and with it, the pressure on its infrastructure. The current road network is stretched to its limits, and expanding above ground isn't a viable option anymore. Space is limited, and the need to preserve the city's aesthetic and historical integrity is paramount. So, the solution? Go deep. The Stockholm Bypass promises to ease the congestion by providing an alternative route that bypasses the inner city. This means smoother, faster journeys for commuters and less traffic choking the city's streets. Imagine cutting down your daily commute time while also enjoying a reduction in city noise and pollution. Sounds like a win-win, right? Of course, tunneling under such a complex landscape comes with its own set of challenges. Engineers are tasked with navigating through rocky ground and ensuring the stability of the tunnel beneath the waterways. It's a race against time and nature to dig their way out of this problem, but the payoff could be transformative. When completed, the Stockholm Bypass will not only be a testament to modern engineering, but also a vital artery that breathes new life into the city's transport network. It's a bold gamble, but if there's one thing Sweden has shown us, from Dagen H to now, it's that they're not afraid to make bold moves when it comes to their infrastructure. Even though Stockholm boasts an extensive public transit network, driving remains the most popular way to get around. But the roadways are feeling the strain, and something needs to be done. Enter the E4 Bypass, a massive $4 billion project aimed at easing the city's congestion. So, what's the E4 Bypass all about? Let's break it down. Starting south of the city in Skärholmen, this 21-kilometre system will feature a colossal 18-kilometre tunnel. It will loop around to the north, ending in Häggvik, effectively diverting traffic away from the city centre to the west. Imagine the relief for daily commuters and the reduction in city traffic. This isn't just any tunnel though. We're talking about a twin set of tunnel tubes, each carrying 3 lanes of traffic. That's 6 lanes in total, designed to handle the increasing number of vehicles. Now, let's get into some of the engineering marvels of this project. At its deepest point, the route will reach nearly 100 meters below ground level. Picture that, almost the height of a 30-story building. Navigating this complex terrain under Stockholm's waterways and islands is no small feat, but Swedish engineers are up to the challenge. When the E4 bypass is completed in 2030, it will be one of the longest road tunnel systems in the world. This isn't just a tunnel, it's a crucial investment in Stockholm's future, designed to handle the growing traffic and improve the quality of life for its residents. So why is Stockholm betting big on this super deep tunnel? It's all about foresight and necessity. The current road network is maxed out, and expanding above ground simply isn't an option. Space is limited, and preserving the city's historical and aesthetic integrity is crucial. The solution? Go underground and create a bypass that not only addresses today's traffic woes, but also prepares the city for future growth. To clear the route, workers began by drilling a ring of holes into the rock. These holes are injected with a mixture of cement and water, creating a barrier once it hardens, preventing water from seeping in through any natural cracks. After sealing the cracks, more holes are drilled and filled with blasting material. Piece by piece, the rocks are blasted away and removed, gradually shaping the tunnel. This method requires precision and patience. It's not just about brute force, it's about carefully managing the stability of the surrounding earth and ensuring the tunnel remains safe and secure. The process is meticulous and time-consuming, reflecting the complexity and scale of the project. Remember, this isn't just any tunnel. At its deepest point, it will be nearly 100 meters below ground level. The E4 bypass is designed to handle the future of Stockholm's traffic while preserving the city's charm and functionality. It's a bold bet on the future, showing Sweden's commitment to innovative infrastructure solutions. Building the Stockholm bypass is no small feat. Excavating the 22 million tons of rock and sand needed to make way for the tunnels will take years. Once a section is carved out, workers reinforce the tunnel with rock bolts and spray the walls with concrete. After that, they add an inner wall and an outer ceiling to ensure that no water seeps in. Excavating the tunnels is just one part of the challenge. Ensuring driver safety is critically important. Let's be honest, if you're driving deep underground, you want to be sure you'll make it out safely on the other side. That's where a state-of-the-art ventilation system comes in, featuring 250 reversible jet fans and 4 exhaust air stations to maintain air quality. In case of a vehicle fire, a water-based suppression system will be built into the tunnel ceilings in 50-meter-long sections throughout the entire tunnel. Constructing a tunnel under a city is far more technically complex than building a traditional road, but the benefits are significant. Tunneling helps reduce the project's environmental impact and preserves more space above ground for housing and other developments. This approach aligns with Stockholm's commitment to sustainable urban planning and preserving its unique charm. The E4 bypass is more than just a tunnel. It's a visionary solution to a pressing problem. With Stockholm's population set to grow dramatically, the city needs a robust infrastructure that can handle increased traffic while maintaining its quality of life. This bypass is a testament to Sweden's forward-thinking approach to urban development. Now, this all sounds like a lot of work to construct new infrastructure for cars at a time when people are being encouraged to take public transit over driving. Sweden is even banning petrol and diesel cars from parts of the city to clean up its air. This is part of a broader goal to reduce carbon emissions by 30% by 2030. Officials estimate that traffic emissions from the new bypass will only contribute less than 1% of CO2 emissions. The Stockholm bypass has been a long-awaited project. Originally, it was supposed to be finished in 2018. But here we are in 2024, and the roadway is still under construction. It's not expected to be completed until the end of the decade. To make matters more complex, the project has blown through its initial $3.3 billion budget by nearly $1 billion due to contract cancellations, worksite safety issues, and political hurdles. As Stockholm's population continues to swell rapidly, the city doesn't have much more time for additional delays. Traffic in the city centre is already feeling strained, so the completion of the bypass will be a welcome relief. This is one of Sweden's largest ever infrastructure projects, and the light at the end of the tunnel is growing brighter. All eyes are on Sweden to see its success.
Saudi Arabia's $800 billion transformation into a haven for wanderlust seekers. Picture this, a landscape morphing before your eyes, adorned with private islands, luxury hotels, theme parks, and even a ski resort in the desert. The question lingers though, if they build it, will you come? Cue the suspenseful music. Bid adieu to your preconceived notions, for the new cities, resorts, and hotels of Saudi Arabia are about to undergo a major facelift, Brace yourselves for a journey through opulence and innovation as we delve into this Arabian travel revolution. First stop, Siala, a 7-star private island paradise boasting not one, not two, but 3 ultra-luxurious hotels, 38 haute cuisine restaurants, and marinas fit for super yachts. Fancy a futuristic escapade? Behold Qiddiya, a city of 600,000, rising like a mirage from the desert sands, dedicated entirely to the realm of esports and gaming. Talk about leveling up. But wait, there's more. Imagine Trojena, a space-age ski resort defying all odds by perching atop the high desert. Yes, you heard that right, skiing in the desert. And then there's the Red Sea, a sprawling aquatic wonderland adorned with 50 luxury resorts and 8,000 hotel rooms spread across 22 islands reminiscent of a Maldivian paradise, all powered by the forces of wind and solar energy. Mother Nature approves. And if adrenaline is your poison, prepare for the thrill of a lifetime at The Rig, a $5 billion adventure theme park nestled on an offshore oil platform. A theme park on an oil rig? Only in Saudi Arabia, my friends. But wait, there's more to this Arabian tale. Saudi Arabia isn't just building for landlubbers. It's setting sail to become a major cruise destination. With Cruise Saudi's recent acquisition of a $300 million ship, the kingdom is charting its course into the high seas. New roads, airports, golf courses, and cruise terminals are sprouting from the desert sands faster than you can say Aladdin's magic carpet ride. The map is literally being redrawn before our very eyes. In this whirlwind of ambition and innovation, Saudi Arabia is not merely constructing buildings, it's crafting experiences, weaving dreams, and redefining what it means to be a global travel destination. So pack your bags, fellow adventurers, for the journey of a lifetime awaits in the land where the old meets the new, and dreams take flight amidst the sands of time. It's not just a transformation, it's an invitation to witness history in the making. Picture this. As we speak, new hotels are springing up like desert flowers, boasting thousands of freshly minted rooms. And guess who's joining the party? Only the creme de la creme of the hospitality world. Names like Ritz-Carlton, Four Seasons, St. Regis, Fairmont, Marriott, Hilton, Hyatt, and Intercontinental are all clamoring to be part of this epic construction frenzy. It's like a who's who of luxury hospitality, and they're all vying for a piece of the action in Saudi Arabia's red-hot construction pipeline. Now, let's zoom in on the crown jewel of this grand transformation, NEOM. This mammoth $500 billion project is taking shape in the northwest region of Saudi Arabia, stretching over a mind-boggling 10,200 square miles. To put that into perspective, it's roughly the size of Albania. Situated between the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aqaba, NEOM is a vision of grandeur, bankrolled by Saudi Arabia's massive $700 billion public investment fund. But what exactly is NEOM? Think of it as Saudi Arabia's moonshot in tourism. It's a bold endeavor born out of Vision 2030, the kingdom's ambitious plan to break free from its reliance on oil and diversify its economy. And NEOM is at the forefront of this revolution, aiming to reinvent Saudi Arabia as a global tourism powerhouse. At its core, NEOM is more than just a collection of buildings. It's a testament to Saudi Arabia's determination to reshape its destiny. It's about creating new cities, resorts, and other developments that push the boundaries of what's possible. And let me tell you folks, this ain't your average construction project. It's a full-blown reimagining of an entire region. But why should you care about what's happening in Saudi Arabia? Well, for starters, this ain't your grandpa's Middle East. Gone are the days of oil derricks and desert nomads. Today, Saudi Arabia is stepping onto the world stage with confidence, offering travelers a glimpse into a future where luxury knows no bounds. So, what's the takeaway from all this? Simply put, Saudi Arabia's transformation cannot be ignored. Whether you're a globetrotter, a business mogul, or just someone with a thirst for adventure, the kingdom's bold vision for the future is something you'll want to keep an eye on. Flashback to 2016, where the kingdom's tourism ambitions seemed nothing short of fantastical, luring in a staggering 100 million visitors annually, while boosting tourism's economic contribution from a modest 3% to a whopping 10%, all within a mere 14 years. A lofty goal, you might say, but hold on to your hats, because this is just the beginning of a remarkable journey. Fast forward to 2019, and Saudi Arabia shakes the world with a series of game-changing announcements. Enter e-visas and visas on arrival for travelers from 49 countries, including the United States. But that's not all. In a move that reverberated across the globe, female visitors were granted exemption from the traditional abaya, that head-to-toe robe, and were given the freedom to explore sans male companion. Talk about breaking barriers and rewriting the rulebook. Since flinging open its doors to the international travel market, Saudi Arabia has pulled out all the stops with a speed and fervor that has left even the most seasoned tourism analysts slack-jawed in astonishment. The World Travel and Tourism Council puts the kingdom's spending spree at a mind-boggling $800 billion and counting, a figure that would make even the most extravagant holiday spender blush. But what does this whirlwind transformation entail, you ask? Picture this: a landscape brimming with private islands, luxury hotels, theme parks, and even a ski resort smack dab in the heart of the desert. And it's not just any ski resort, we're talking space-age, defy the laws of gravity kind of ski resort. The Red Sea, once a maritime marvel, is now a sprawling aquatic playground adorned with luxury resorts, and powered entirely by renewable energy sources. It's a vision of sustainability and splendor that's as awe-inspiring as it is ambitious. And let's not forget Neom, the crown jewel of Saudi Arabia's tourism revolution. Sprawling over an area the size of Albania, Neom is a testament to the kingdom's boundless vision and unwavering determination to carve out a new destiny. With cities, resorts, and developments rising from the desert sands, Neom is more than just a destination. It's a bold declaration of intent, a beacon of hope for a brighter, bolder future. But amidst the glitz and glamour, one thing remains abundantly clear. Saudi Arabia's transformation is not just about bricks and mortar. It's about rewriting the narrative, challenging perceptions, and embracing the spirit of possibility. Saudi Arabia beckons with open arms and a promise of adventure like no other. But what's truly jaw-dropping is the breakneck speed and unwavering dedication with which Saudi Arabia pursues its transformation. The World Travel and Tourism Council estimates a jaw-dropping $800 billion already invested, with no signs of slowing down. And it's not just about the dollars and cents. It's about the influx of foreign investments pouring into the kingdom, heralding a new era of prosperity. In 2023 alone, Saudi Arabia welcomed over 24 million foreign arrivals, a number poised to skyrocket to nearly 37 million by 2030, according to Euromonitor projections. But wait, there's more. Factor in domestic travelers' expenditures and the ripple effect of 1 million new tourism jobs, and the economic impact becomes downright astronomical. Now, hold on to your camel saddles because we're about to drop a bombshell. By 2032, Saudi Arabia's tourism sector could contribute a staggering $169 billion to its GDP, representing a jaw-dropping 17.1% of the entire Saudi economy. That's not just a transformation, it's a revolution. But Saudi Arabia isn't just preparing for the future, it's shaping it. Roughly 90% of young Chinese travelers and 70% of Gen Z travelers from the UK, Australia, and India crave experiences that transcend the ordinary. Let's not sugarcoat it. Tackling a plethora of giga projects all at once comes with colossal financial risks, even for a country with pockets as deep as the kingdom's. The specter of debt looms large. But fear not, for Saudi Arabia's debt to GDP ratio, while higher than a decade ago, still pales in comparison to other nations. Saudi Arabia grapples with a PR problem that refuses to budge. Among would-be travelers, particularly from the West, concerns linger over the kingdom's strict laws on drinking and the plight of women. Let's not forget the shadow cast by allegations of human rights abuses and attacks against journalists. In 2021, the U.S. pointed fingers at Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman for the tragic murder of journalist Jamal Khashoggi. It's a stain on Saudi Arabia's reputation, one that won't easily fade. So what's the verdict? Saudi Arabia's journey towards becoming a tourism powerhouse is riddled with obstacles, but the allure of its untapped potential is undeniable. As the kingdom charts its course into uncharted waters, the world is watching, eager to see what unfolds in this captivating Arabian tale. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments.
A land where economic history reads like a suspense novel, the Netherlands. You might think of tulips and windmills, but there's so much more beneath the surface of this small but mighty nation. The Dutch didn't just stumble into modern economics, they practically wrote the first chapters. Picture this. Centuries ago, they were already mastering international trade, setting up corporations, and yes, even pioneering financial markets. But it wasn't all smooth sailing. They've seen boom and bust cycles so wild, it makes today's stock market swings look like a mild rollercoaster ride. Fast forward to now, and the Netherlands isn't just keeping up, it's leading the pack in productivity. Think of it as the productivity champ of Europe, rubbing shoulders with economic heavyweights like the USA. But here's the kicker. They've managed to achieve this while still prioritizing quality of life. Imagine a country where part-time work isn't just common, it's the norm. Thanks to a culture that values a well-rounded life over workaholic tendencies, the Dutch have nailed the art of balancing output with happiness. And let's talk resources. The Netherlands sits on a gold mine of natural gas, enough to make any economy drool. But here's where it gets interesting. They've chosen to leave a significant chunk of it untapped. Why? Environmental concerns and a little thing called Dutch disease, where reliance on one industry can backfire spectacularly. Speaking of which, their history reads like a cautionary tale for other economies. They've learned the hard way not to put all their eggs in one economic basket. It's a lesson in diversification that many could stand to learn from. So, how did they pull it off? It's a mix of foresight, adaptability, and a knack for balancing risk and reward. The Dutch aren't just thinking about tomorrow, they're paving the way for it, all while ensuring today is pretty darn good. In a world where economic success often comes at the expense of well-being, the Netherlands stands out as a beacon of how things can be done differently. It's not just about GDP numbers here, it's about human development indices that soar and a society that values progress without leaving anyone behind. So, why does the Netherlands do things so differently from other wealthy nations? And should their model be a blueprint for others to follow? The Dutch approach is a tale of pragmatism and foresight. They've long understood that economic success isn't just about raw output. It's about quality of life and sustainability. Unlike some economies fixated on relentless growth, the Netherlands prioritizes balance. They've mastered the art of fostering a productive workforce while ensuring people have time to enjoy life, a model where part-time work isn't a compromise but a choice. And should other major economies follow suit? Well, the Dutch model offers a compelling case. It's a testament to how a strong financial sector can fuel growth without sacrificing stability. Amsterdam's historic stock exchange isn't just a relic, it's a testament to their commitment to long-term investment and economic resilience. So, should we put the Netherlands on the Economics Explained leaderboard? Absolutely. Their blend of economic prowess, societal balance, and historical resilience makes them a standout example in today's global landscape. Whether it's their commitment to sustainable growth or their innovative financial strategies, the Dutch model offers lessons that transcend borders. In a world where economic paradigms are constantly evolving, the Netherlands stands as a testament to what's possible when innovation meets prudence. So, whether you're an investor looking for opportunities or simply curious about the forces shaping our economies, keep an eye on the Dutch. They're rewriting the rulebook, one tulip at a time. At its peak, the Dutch merchant fleet was a behemoth, dominating European shipping with a capacity that rivaled half of the continent's total. The Dutch East India Company in particular stands as a pioneer of multinational enterprise, but let's put things in perspective. Claims of its astronomical value, like a $7 trillion market cap in today's terms, are often exaggerated. To contextualize, that would be like Apple today having a market cap of $700 trillion. Unthinkable. The wealth of the 17th century was a drop in the ocean compared to today's global economy. Adjusting historical figures to modern standards is fraught with challenges, and other companies of the time, like the Mississippi Company, had higher market valuations, albeit under dubious circumstances. But beyond the history lesson, these early Dutch ventures laid the groundwork for modern economic strategies. Despite setbacks, including French occupation and the loss of Belgium, the Netherlands adapted. By the 19th century, they embraced industrialization and leveraged a business-friendly environment to regain footing. Fast forward to the aftermath of World War II, and another twist, the discovery of vast natural gas reserves. It seemed like a windfall, a boon for an energy-hungry Europe. However, this discovery wasn't without its downsides. Enter Dutch disease, a term coined when a sudden resource boom disrupts a nation's economy, leading to over-reliance and neglect of other sectors. The Netherlands faced a dilemma: how to harness newfound wealth without succumbing to economic imbalance. Their solution? strategic investment in infrastructure and technology, ensuring that prosperity was shared across society. It's a lesson in managing abundance responsibly, a balancing act between short-term gains and long-term sustainability. Dutch disease, a phenomenon where a sudden resource boom can disrupt an economy, is a cautionary tale. Yet, the Netherlands managed it better than most, leveraging their existing wealth to mitigate its impacts. They taxed short-term gains from natural resources to fund long-term investments in diverse industries, a strategy that's harder to implement in poorer countries where immediate gains could drastically improve quality of life. Today, the Netherlands shines as an economic powerhouse, driven by a diverse range of high-value industries. Its allure for global businesses is undeniable, offering a business-friendly environment coupled with a robust legal system and a multilingual workforce. This combination has made it a strategic hub for international operations within the European Union. But what truly sets the Netherlands apart isn't just its economic prowess. It's their unique blend of business acumen and egalitarian values. Part-time work isn't a compromise here. It's a choice supported by legislation that promotes work-life balance without penalizing career progression. This approach has elevated labour force participation rates, even surpassing the workaholic culture of the USA, all while maintaining a generous social safety net. Moreover, the Netherlands proves that economic success doesn't require overworking its people. Instead, it champions a balanced approach that values both productivity and well-being, a luxury few economies afford. Now, while the Dutch model may not be easily replicated elsewhere due to unique historical advantages and infrastructure, it offers valuable insights. It shows how strategic investments, prudent economic policies, and a supportive regulatory framework can foster long-term prosperity. The Netherlands may be small in land mass and population, but with a GDP of over $1.1 trillion, it's the 17th largest economy globally. Given its size and output, the Dutch economy scores an impressive 8 out of 10. However, growth has been lackluster. Despite resilience, the country struggled through the Eurozone crisis and subsequent slowdowns. Recent trends are positive, but with sluggish growth averaging around 1% annually over the past decade, it scores a 3 out of 10 in this category. The Netherlands has successfully diversified beyond natural resources to tourism, finance, trade, and high-yield agriculture. This resilience earns it an 8 out of 10, noting its smaller footprint in global corporate giants. With an average score of 7.6 out of 10, the Netherlands secures a strong position on the Economics Explained leaderboard. Its blend of productivity, stability, and strategic industry focus showcases a model that balances tradition with innovation. Thanks for watching. Please like the video, press the subscribe button, and also drop your thoughts in the comment section.